All right, today we're testing on something called Lindy.ai. That's Lindy.ai. This is an AI agent builder, something like an N8N. However, I think this one's a more simplicity because you can basically walk through what you want to do with it. You can see my screen where I've already started to work on this. And I've told it what I want. Now I'm going to go a little deeper though. All right, now it's going to help me configure it, please. All right, so as you see now, when all this happens in the editor, now it's going to start building it. We may not even have to go to the agent. We'll see. Let's see what's going to bring back here. But the purpose of this is think about this. Remember, we always go back to problems and frictions inside of our companies. This can help solve a big problem that, hey, my team can't find the content that I've generated for them to use in the sales process. The whole purpose of that content is to be able to use in the sales process. So this can help that problem. It can help remove that friction of spending all that time searching. Now, it won't let me configure it, so let's do this. Let's go to the agent. We'll go to the knowledge base. All right, so it's got these two different websites in here. So it's got this and all this in here now. Now let's go back to the settings. And we gotta wait for it to update here. On the side, here we go. Now it's starting to build this agent. And we'll kind of see how long it takes here. All right, let's see. Hi. So as you can see, it's trying to do an update here. So you see it's still trying to update the agent here. See, I see there's an issue. It's already catching your own issues here. So let's run a test here. See, it's still giving me invalid. Let's go to, I gave it this, hang on. Let's actually give it the message of the error that we're getting. So you see it's actually checking it. And so I like this because I can walk through my entire process with it. So let's run this test again. Get that error message and screenshot it. All right, let's put this up here. Now, what else looking for? All right. So now let's wait and see. All right, now let's run a test again, right? Who said building was quick, huh? Uh-oh. See, now look, we got something here. Now it's searching the knowledge base. And it's searching the YouTube channel. So once again, see it's checking that website and it's checking that YouTube channel. Now you see all these different things it's asking me. Now, here's my concern here. And when you're doing some of this, you see the answers that it's giving. So it's not technically following my instructions here. And we have to be careful with this when we're building things like this. And I won't go too much deeper on this video on this, but look, see, it's pulling things out of here. I only want it to pull from my website, my YouTube channel. I don't want it to answer outside of that. I want it to answer from my knowledge base. You see here, it's just kind of assuming this, almost like a hallucination. Like it's just assuming this, pulling this information off the internet, which could get me in trouble if it's wrong. So this is what you want to be careful with when you're building agents. But let's just go and deploy this thing and see what happens. Looks like while we're waiting for it to deploy and so we can test it. All right, let's see. So we could share it. If we wanted to. Let's even see if it knows who I am. But there's a lot of different things you can use Lindy for. One of the other things we use Lindy for, look, see, based on, see, they say not to ask a question you don't want the answer to. So let's see what it does. So it's pretty cool here. Now, how would I get this into my agents, right? Let's go over to my agents now. My chat, sorry. So now it's going to help me publish the agent. So let's go over here to my agents. The one I just created, right? All right, so let's copy this link and go right here. See what it looks like. All right, that's not what I was trying to do there. But anyway, as you see, there's a lot of different things you can do with Lindy. As you get in here, start testing these things. I want you to get in here, and I want you to play with some agents. I want you to look at agents. Let's go to new agent and see these different things. Explore templates. And you can kind of see all these different things. And this is how I would go in and kind of build agents and use agents and Diffy, whatever you want to call it, Diffy, and using this process as well. You could build a phone support person, all this different stuff in here. So it's pretty slick. You could build yourself a website writer. Outbound phone agent. Let's just go to this outbound phone agent. I want to show you. That's pretty slick there. It has the applied, the form, Gmail, G Sheets, all the different stuff. So there's a lot of different things you can do in here. Play with it, test it out. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. I hope everybody has a great day.